Alright, you guys, welcome back to another Minecraft building tutorial on my channel. And in today's episode, we are building this wonderful little cottagey, Victorian-inspired farmhouse design, essentially. And I gotta say, of course, again, I found this picture originally on Instagram. I'll put it up now, which is what gave me the basis to build this. And I'm quite happy with how it turned out. This right here, currently, the main materials are diorite, quartz, prismarine for the roof, and then stripped warped logs. I believe they're the warped, not the crimson. And of course, just a bunch of black stone at the bottom. Now, when I build it over here to the side with you guys on camera, I'm actually going to switch out the prismarine roof with black stone tiles because I couldn't really decide if the color on the roof was more gray or more of like a dark green. So I wanted to do both. Of course, why not? Why not show a little difference? And of course, all of this diorite can be switched out if you wanted to do calcite or if you wanted to do quartz for everything, totally fine. The only problem is some things do require stairs, and you can't do that with calcite, so quartz would be your better option. And additionally, this wall up front, unfortunately, quartz doesn't even have walls, so this kind of has to be a diorite wall unless you decide to go with a different color palette altogether. But without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Additionally, and of course, if you hear background noise, it's again because my AC has turned on, because, you know, it's summer, it's hot. Hopefully within a month or two from now, we won't be having this issue and you'll have much better audio quality all around. But if you do enjoy my tutorials, make sure you leave a like, comment if you have anything like to comment, and subscribe if you're new, because it truly helps out my channel and I'd love to eventually hit 1,000 subscribers. You know, that'd be kind of cool. Anyways, let's get right into this thing. Alright, starting out with this one polished blackstone block, we want to go ahead and count 28 blocks this way, or any direction you want to build it, and these blocks are going to be 2 blocks high. So let me go ahead and put that in. Now that that's put in, we're going to do another section of blocks heading this direction. Now, including this block here on the corner, it'll be 27 blocks this way, also 2 blocks high. And if you're not going to count that, then only 26 blocks out from the corner. So let me go ahead and put that in. Then from here, we're going to go back 23 blocks, including this guy here. And without including that, then obviously it's 22 blocks. So let me go ahead and do that. Now you'll have this kind of awkward shaped U, N, whatever you want to call it, and that's because we have a little back patio right here. So coming back over to the side that is longer, you want to bring it over 4 blocks from the corner, or 5 if you include the corner, so like so, and also 2 blocks tall. Then you're going to turn and also bring it down another 4 blocks, or 5 blocks altogether, until you have a little shape like that. Then finally, here on this corner, I mean, you could put a block here if you'd like, but it's not needed. You're going to finish off the 2 block wall heading all the way over to that corner, and that'll be a total of 22 blocks, including this corner piece. So let me put that in, and then we'll have a shape like this. It kind of looks like a little, like, whale. I could like add a little fin or something off the side and it'd be a very square whale. Now back here at the starting corner, we're going to come over 2 blocks. So on this 3rd block, you're going to actually get rid of these 2 black stone. You're going to get rid of 3 more black stone, which is where our stairs are going to be. And then again, 2 more black stones. So basically 5 black stone pieces are going to be cut out of here. And we're going to replace it with diorite bricks in line with the top of this 2 blocks blackstone, then 1 diorite brick 1 block lower and in front, and then we're going to go ahead and put our polished blackstone stairs in between those until you have something like this. Additionally, we're going to go ahead and put a diorite wall on top of both of these polished diorite bricks, or I guess they're just called diorite bricks, not even polished. Weird that they're called bricks. Anyways, then we're going to outline our deck area. So you're going to continue this diorite wall until this corner. From this corner, you're going to go out another 6 blocks, so 7 including the corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. And then you're going to take this diorite wall all the way down to the other corner. And again, go 6 blocks out from the corner, or 7 including the corner one right there, until you have a little shape like this. Now we're gonna go ahead and put in our supports for the porch. First one gonna be on this corner here. You're gonna go up 2 more walls, then put a calcite block. Then on top of the calcite block, you're gonna put a quartz block, not the smooth one, although you could pick the smooth one if you want. And coming up them, you want quartz stairs as well. And since it's in the corner, you're gonna want it to have a little corner to it, because it's not gonna do anything by putting it out like that. I mean, you could, but it's not needed at all. Then the second one we're gonna put in, this one is 2 walls over, so again, 2 walls over, then another pillar. And again, calcite, block of quartz stairs. And since it's on a straightaway, the stairs will be on a straightaway following the line of the wall. Then over here, we're gonna go back another 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then on this one, up 2, calcite, block of quartz stairs. Connecting all of these little pillars, you want to have well, you can do smooth quartz or regular quartz slab, connecting all of these stairs like that. Then over here, we're going to do another one on this corner. Again, up 2, calcite, block of quartz stairs. Again, this one has a 3-block gap, and then another pillar with the same pattern as we have been doing until it looks like that. And we do want to bring out 1/2 slab on after we've built this last pillar here until it basically dead ends on this wall that'll be here. Then we have 1 more pillar to build. This one's probably the weirdest one to figure out. It's actually going to have 8 blocks in between this pillar and the one here. So we want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on the 9th one, we will do our pillar. And again, 2 more walls up, block of calcite, block of quartz stairs, and connect it all with the slabs until you have a porch looking like this. Now to start the actual walls out of this stripped warped stripped warped wood, let's just go with that. I don't even know what the heck that meant to say. We're going to build a wall. You have to do it in this direction particularly to get the lines matched up correctly, how I have it at least. Granted, you don't have to, but if you want to make it similar to what I built, this is how I did it. First, you're going to build up 5 blocks tall facing it like this. And you will have to use some blocks until you get... What did I just place? Oh. You'll have to use some temporary blocks to get these 5 blocks put in. Then you're going to go through the porch onto the other side, and you're going to bring it over 6 blocks. So including the corners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on all 5 of them, until you have a small blue wall like this. And effectively, you're going to want to do the exact same thing on the other side here. So let me go ahead and put that in. And I actually apologize. These are not supposed to be symmetrical. That side has 6 blocks. This side has 8. So we're going to extend it by another 2 on each one of these until we have something like this. That's better. Then from here, we're going to bring it forward 3 blocks. So this is just placeholder blocks here. You don't technically need them, so it can be whatever you'd like. Then we're going to bring it forward 3, 1, 2, and 3 on both sides. So on here, and again, some placeholder blocks, and then here. Now, we have our shape like this. However, I've been making it where every edge that you see actually has the stripes facing you like this. So the way that we have this going, it gives you this illusion that it's one log going up, and that's fine if you like that. But I didn't want that. I wanted the stripes to all be going the same way, except for on these walls here, because you can't really see them from the front. So we're actually going to get rid of this last one that we put on. So technically you only want to bring it forward by 2. This is just how my brain works. I apologize if it's confusing for people watching at home. I like to build with the canvas and then edit from there, even when I'm teaching people how to do it, because that's just how my brain works. Again, moving on. So we're still going to put a block here, but we want it to face the opposite direction. So again, some placeholder blocks. Those are not necessary. Like this, and you're just going to connect it like this, going all the way over until it covers this side. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks wide. Granted, if you did like having it look like, you know, it was a column going up, which I'll show you what it looks like after I put this in, then that's more than fine, and you could have just done the 3 blocks out and then filled it in Either way, it's up to you. Just goes on whatever you want to see the house look like. So as you can see, it's all straight like this, or you could have had it where that corner actually sticks out like a straight log. That's totally up to you. I just preferred to have the entire thing look flush, which means this side will have the log going up. But that's totally fine because, like I said, you can't really see that from the front. So this just looks like it's totally connected even though it's pushed out farther compared to the rest. Now for the flooring here on the deck, you can put any type of wood or whatever you'd like. I used birch planks, birch, whatever, to fill it in. So let me do that. And it was interesting, the picture that I had for reference had purple concrete, it looked like, as the flooring here for the deck. And I was like, I mean, I could do purple concrete, but I really didn't want the house to look that crazy with all the colors, considering the fact that it was already blue most of the way. And again, some of the parts of the house also had a lot of pink detailing, which was cute, but again, I didn't want the house to look that colorful. Plus, doing pink detailing in small parts like that is pretty hard to do in Minecraft. Now we're going to go ahead and put the door in here. It's going to be in this little corner here, so 3 blocks out from this edge or 2 blocks over in between the door frame and the walls. It's going to go up 3 blocks tall. It's going to have a stair on top, and then instead of these being a full block, it's going to be a stair as well. And then a half slab on top. Now it is taller than a normal door can fit. That's why the normal door is actually going to be up a full block, and this will be just a little step up in. Granted, you don't have to do it. You can make it lower if you want. I just wanted it to be a little higher so that you have more of an arch prominent doorway, because that's something you can do in real life, is make your doorways bigger, but not something you can really do in Minecraft, unless you do some redstone, and we're not doing that. For this other wall here that's been pushed back as well, you're going to have a 2-block gap, and then you're going to actually dig out part of this wall to put in a window. And the window is going to be 2 blocks tall of glass planes, a diorite stair on top, and then additionally we're going to have this pop up 1 more block, because when I put the roof in here, I added a ton of extra blocks down here because it actually gives you a lot of extra space above all this. But I used the blocks that weren't necessary for the roof, as I can show you over here. Get me through. I used the blocks to kind of form a little bit more of an arch to the window, even though like half of this isn't even necessary because of how tall the actual roof is. But I just wanted to give it a little more design. Again, this is something that you can do if you'd like, or you can keep it open when I put the actual roof in and show you how to do that. Additionally here, I'm not going to build the plants over there, but we have a flower pot with an azalea bush. You could do a flowering bush if you want to in there, and then a moss block on top, and then another flower pot with an azalea bush in it and a moss block on top. You can replace these moss blocks with the flowering azalea leaves as well, and then do the flower azalea in there and make it just look all flowery. However, the reason why I didn't do it is because my texture pack, the flowers are actually, you can see through it. So yeah, I went with actual moss. Of course, you could always do regular moss on top of regular azaleas too, because it works pretty well, but it's up to you. And I just did it in different decorative areas. Now moving on, we're going to do this giant window in the middle on the front part. So this giant window is 5 blocks wide, like this, and also goes up 5 blocks. So it's going to be this entire section carved out. And you're going to do a straight line of diorite bricks like this, a straight line of diorite bricks all the way up, and then 1 up the middle, although you could always break this down and do 3 block wide. That's up to you. Again, at the top we're going to do, well, 1 below from the top, diorite stairs, and 2 glass panes. Again, as you can see here, I used the roof to curve it a bit more. Again, totally not necessary, and up to you if you'd like to do that. Now we're going to go ahead and put in our trapdoors. Our trapdoors do line the entirety of this. There's a lot of them, so let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe that's all I had. You can do more if you don't choose to do a lower roof like I did. So 4 of them here, but we want them to lay flat. So we're going to pull out a lever. There we go. We're going to come back here and break these blocks, I didn't mean to do that, that are behind it. You're going to put that one back until we have it empty like this. Go over to the other side. Do a temporary block here. It doesn't have to be wood. It could be whatever you'd like. and then build another wall right behind it until you cover that all up. And again, temporary blocks can go if you need the space for whatever you're doing with the floor or anything. Now that we have it like that, I got rid of the lever, unfortunately. There we go. I guess that one does need a block there. My bad. Let's just do regular planks then on the bottom one. Nope. There we go. So you're going to put a lever on this new wall you've created on each block. I didn't do this one all the way up to the top. There we go. Like so. And flick them all to on. If you can reach them, my goodness, game. And then you'll have nice flat trapdoors that look like window panes, window shutters, whatever you want to call it. And that's basically it. That's your front bottom half done. As for the windows for the rest of the house, I'll tell you the actual dimensions when we get to it, but I won't put the actual windows in here. But the windows are still all pretty much the same. The only thing is 5-block wide ones, I've made them an extra block taller. The same thing was done on this one, but I'll show you how to do this one separately because it's going to be on the front. The back is kind of like meh. You really don't have to do this. There's no design. I looked at the back of the house when I found the pictures, and they really didn't have that many windows. So this is just kind of me putting it in how I think the floors would be separated. But again, this is totally up to you. You could do no windows at all in the back if you wanted. And then I just wanted to show you this as well. It's the exact same design we have on the deck in the front, and the exact same door frame as well. That's even pushed up by 1 block. And then the only thing different is that this is a 1-block staircase instead of a 3-block staircase. And that's that for that. So let's go ahead and move on to how tall these sides. Oh wait, sorry, I need to do this part first. So let's get to this roof, which I said I would do. The tiles. Oh, it's deep slate. Why did I call it black stone? Deep slate tiles are going to go on this roof over here instead of this. Alright, so starting out, the most important bit is this little arch above the main entranceway to the house. This is bugging me. My OCD is triggering me. And we're going to basically start. You see we have an extra stair here that sticks out by 1. You could also just make it a half slab if you'd like to make it look like just a little roof was added, but I kind of like the stair better. It's up to you. And it's going to be right on top of that, well, right next to that quartz block we put there to start out. So coming over here to this one, I'm going to actually do it with the quartz slab so you can see the difference. We stick it out by 1. Then we're going to do the half slab increase dealio that we always do, like this, until you have this little arch like so. Then we're going to fill this arch in with stripped warped wood. So this is a temporary block, and we're just going to bring this over. And then again, 1 temporary block and bring that over. So we're going to get rid of these. So you see it like that. Then the deep slate tiles are essentially going to be 1/2 block behind, sorry, 1/2 block, we don't do that yet, behind at least. 1/2 block taller and 1 full block behind the quartz itself. So it's going to go up the same type of angle until it reaches, and it's actually going to overhang by 1, like that, until you have a nice little arch like that. Now for this half of the roof, we're going to bring these tiles back 8 blocks, including that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you're going to do that to all of these leading up to this middle one here. So basically it's going to come to right above this wall. Now for this half of the roof, it's going to be a little bit more different because we do have an upper part here that sticks out 1 block farther than that wall. So instead of going back by 8, we're going to go back by 3 on this level, so 3, and then 2, so 2, and then 1, and that's it. And we'll figure out the rest once I start over here and work our way over to meet this edge, because really it all depends on each other. So coming back down to this one here, like I said, we're going to have a little edge that sticks out. So you can have 1 covering here if you want. I just didn't like the look of that. But we'll put 1 block here, and then you're going to just drag it all the way down this porch line. And then all the way down this porch line again until it, of course, meets up with this wall. Then, of course, you're going to go up by another half slab and bring it all the way around. This can be a full block if you want, because as you can see, it's leaving a gap here. Or unless you're going to, like, build a block here. I mean, if you want to put a block there so that you don't actually see that half gap, that's fine too. I'm just letting you know there might be holes in it when you finish building it, considering when you try to use the least amount of resources, it tends to work like that. Now, this part right here, it could be a full block if you want, or it could be a half slab. I kind of like it being a half slab just because it's more in line with this arch here, so we'll leave it like that. Then again, we're going to go up another half, like so. Now on this fourth one here, we're actually going to go up half a slab, but it's going to be 2 blocks wide on this left side. And when it gets to this part, it won't be 2 blocks for long. It's going to be 2 blocks for a little bit, and then because this wall is going to come forward by 1. So we can do 2 more there until we're in line with this. So there's basically going to be a wall here. So we don't need to put a block there, but this will be a single block until we connect to the other half of the roof. Like so. Oh. And of course you want to fill in that gap. Then for this last section here, it's also going to go up by another 2. Sorry, by another 1, but it'll be 2 blocks wide, I should say. Sorry, it's actually 3 blocks wide. Until we have it like that, because it also extends out 1 block here for the wall, apparently. And then your roof should have this awkward little design going on like this, but it'll all make sense once we put in this wood, which we'll do now. So starting on this side here, on the bigger wall side, we're going to bring back, actually you can fill this whole thing in if you want because it's all going to be a wall, but we're going to bring this back 1 and up by 4, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, get rid of those placeholder ones, until you have a wall like this. Of course this one's going to look like it's a full straight log going up, which is fine because I wanted this side to be flat. And then over here we're going to bring it around town, that SpongeBob reference right there, until we hit this corner like this. And of course we're going to bring it all the way around with all of these logs, except for any placeholder ones, like technically you don't need this corner. And then down here, this is covered by an actual roof, so you only need 1 block there, and technically these are covered by roof as well, so you don't need any there. And you'll have this little L-shaped wall like this. This one should not be here actually, so forward 1 more. Same thing for this side, we're going to go back 1 or over 1 and up another 4, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and get rid of all these placeholders. And then again, bring it across until we have our turn here, and bring it down until we meet up like that. And again, you only need to fill in as many blocks as you can see through the roof, because as soon as you have the wall blocked by the roof like this, you don't need to fill in the wall anymore, unless you want to for interior design purposes. But then you should have something that looks like this. Now from here, we're going to connect these straight across, like so, and you're going to do this 3 blocks tall of the same, I apologize, it's 2 blocks tall, so you're going to fill it in like that until it's 2 blocks tall, matching the side walls we've already put in. Then from this point on, it's going to go in 1 block on each side. So that's a placeholder, and it's gone. And placeholder and gone until we basically reach the pinnacle in the middle, and this is going to help you when you're trying to put the roof in. I believe that's the middle actually. So I'm going to do this on the side as well and get rid of all the placeholder blocks once I finish bringing it up. So like that, until you have something that looks like this, and of course we're going to fill it in until it's a solid blue wall. Then for the window here, it's clearly more diorite stairs, diorite bricks, glass panes, and our iron trapdoor situation. And it's actually going to be, I believe, 3 blocks lower, than the middle point here at the top. So moving down 3, on the 4th one, we'll put in the window. So it's going to be 4 blocks tall, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Full bricks on the side, stairs in the middle, and white glass in the middle. And again, you can do it 4 blocks if you want all 4 of these to have trapdoors, or the 2 or the 3, however you want. It's totally up to you. I just like the way that it looked with only 2 trapdoors versus 3 or 4 on each side. And again, put the levers inside and activated so that they can actually be flat against the wall. And last one there, until you have that. Now the roof for this top part here is actually super simple, unlike the roof design down here. This is just weird because of the shape the deck is in, and this extra arch that's here. I mean, you could get rid of this extra arch if you wanted to make this deck look identical on both sides, although I just like the extra character it gives. Anyways, here, it's super simple in the fact that it's just a stairway up. So this first block that you're going to want to place is this quartz stair that is 1 block above this edge and 1 block over. Then you're just going to do the trick where you do correct stair, upside down, correct, upside down, correct, upside down, correct, upside down, correct, upside down, correct. At the top here, upside down but facing forward. And then on top, I believe I did a slab, or you could do a stair, up to you, until you have your outline as such. Then you're going to want to switch to whatever stairs you've been using for the roof here, so deep slate tiles or the prismarine. And you're going to copy it 1 block behind and 1 block above, like that. So there will be this awkward little, what's it called? Awkward little gap here between the quartz and the whatever tile you're using. So you're actually going to want to put a half slab or even a full block underneath it so that you don't see that little gap. So it's like that. Additionally, this part is going to stick out 1 extra one. So again, it's 1 block behind and over, and then from there you just follow the exact same thing of doing all the stairs. So let me go ahead and put that in until it's like a so. Now from here, this roof is actually super simple. Since we already have these walls put in place, you're gonna just drag it, you're gonna bring it all the way around the walls we have here until it again sticks out by 1 from the blue wall. And then of course, you know the quartz is gonna be, this is a placeholder, you can ignore that, 1 to the side and over before you started, so it'll be sticking out like so. That is incorrect. It'll actually be pushed back by 1. I'm so sorry. So the white quartz is sticking out by 1 on the sides that are like this, but inside here it does overhang it via the other tiles or whatever you've been using. Now from here, I went ahead and I did the roof design all the way out. So basically I did this roof here, and then I brought the roof all the way out until I had the whole roof built like a so, and then I filled it in with the wood. However, this time I'm going to actually tell you how big these walls are actually going to be so that you don't have to fill out a whole roof before you find out how many logs you're going to need to chop down, basically. So if you include this wall here that we already put in on the front, it's going to be 16 blocks out. If you start on this point here, it's going to be 15 blocks out. So let's go ahead and go out 15 from this top, including this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we'll go out 16, including this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And that should match up just. And you're going to just, of course, fill it in. And this part up here, once this is put in, you're going to just go in by 1 block like we did over there. So again, 1 block over, 1 block over, 1 block over until you reach the middle point, which is about here. And make sure you get rid of the temporary blocks. It might be over by 1 more, but let's double check on this side. Nope, that was exactly the middle. Wow. I can eyeball things a lot better now. And then you can just go ahead and fill it in. So again, this is 16 blocks long, and this part up here, once you put in the upper half, it's only 15 blocks because it goes back by 1. And then of course, after you've filled in that whole rectangle, then you start moving it in by 1 block off on each side so that you can have your stairs going up it as the roof. And it's going to be identical on this side as well. Now, as for this back wall here, it's 9 blocks tall, and all of it is warped wood. And you can tell because it's going to be in line with this. Since you know the roof is going to go here, right? We know the roof is going to be there. Then you know that the tiles are, whatever you've been using, will be also out by 1. This will be a stair. Ignore that. I don't have a stair on my hotbar right now. This will be a stair. So you know this will be where the actual overhang is going to be of all of the roof. So of course you can't go any higher than that because you won't be able to see it. So 9 blocks tall, and you're just going to bring it all the way down. So let's go ahead and do it this direction, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 blocks in length. Now, it's up to you guys how you want to have these logs facing. When I did it, I made the 2 sides here be completely flat, and I made the front and the back have the actual wood that looks like it's going straight up, which I'll show you here. So it's totally flat in line here, and over here you can see the corners actually have the warped log going straight up. But it's up to you. You can switch it. If you wanted to have this side have the sides go up, that's totally fine. Might look a little janky here, which is why I didn't do it, but it's up to you guys. And with that being said, for the decorations that I did here, I already showed you the potted plants over there. I went ahead and I put the azaleas at the bottom here, and then moss or flowering leaves on top. Did a bunch of moss spamming and stuff and random other bushes and flowers. Then additionally, if you want a little extra design, these lit up item frames, the glow item frames, are really pretty to put there. You could also just frame it anywhere else if you'd like. And that's about it, honestly. Everything else you've seen, you just fill in and add windows as you will. I mean, obviously, if you're doing things inside that you don't want as many windows, all of these windows aren't even necessary. That is totally up to you. But I think that is gonna have to do it for this tutorial. I hope it made sense. I know I'm not the usual tutorial person who like lists everything out, but this is just how my brain works, and it's the easiest way for me to explain it to everyone. But I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Leave a like if you did. Comment if you have anything you'd like to comment or anything you'd like to see me build. And sub if you're new, because I'd love to hit 1,000 subs eventually. I mean, I've been on here long enough. Additionally, next week I will be doing the interior for this house, so look out for that video because I'm going to have a lot of fun building it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Until then, bye guys!